friend of labor for many years. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Could be.
Can you hear me?
Oh, that's better.
Tod's been a friend of labor for many years. Tod began his career representing working people in 1977 as a steward in the Local 72 of the UAW. He was re-elected to several positions until his retirement in 2004. Tod's service to the community did not stop upon his retirement. He served 3 terms as alderman for the city of Kenosha until 2012, when he was elected to the State Assembly to represent the 65th District. His work continues today in Madison, representing working people and protecting their rights. It is for this reason the Labor Person Committee made a unanimous recommendation to the council that was also confirmed to award the 2014 Labor Person of the Year Award to Tod Ohnstad. I, therefore, Zach Stoner, President of the Kenosha Central Labor Council, do hereby recognize Tod Ohnstad as the 2014 Labor Person of the Year. We're going to have the rest of our elected officials come up here and offer the same. And I just wanted to mention a couple of people who hope to be elected officials, and that's Randy Bryce and Rob Zerban out here today. Come on up, guys.
Bob, you want to show the flag and all?
Thank you. The state legislature is supposed to be a cross-section of the people of Wisconsin. Unfortunately, we got too many business people in the legislature and not enough union people. Well, when Tod came up there, we helped with that ratio. Tod and I come out of the same background. We both worked in a factory. I worked at the American Brass. He worked at American Motors Chrysler. So it was good training for us. Both of us, our first election was to be steward, to represent people when they had problems. So it's good to have a great union person like Tod Ohnstad in Madison. So I have recognition by the state legislature, commendation by State Senator Bob Wirch and State Representative Peter Barca. I know you buy these presents. Whereas Tod Ohnstad joined United Auto Workers Local 72 in 1974, where he began his career with American Motors Corporation. And whereas Tod Ohnstad has provided leadership and served as a role model to members of Local 72 through his commitment to educating new workers about the benefits of the collective bargaining process. And whereas Tod Ohnstad demonstrated an ability to build coalitions to support workers' rights, which was recognized by the union membership that elected him Union Steward, Assistant Chief Steward, and a member of the UAW Executive Board, including Chair of Trustees for Local 72. And whereas Tod Ohnstad fought to improve the standard of living for UAW brothers and sisters by working to ensure members received a fair contract. And whereas Tod Ohnstad serves his community as state representative for the 65th Assembly District and as a leader in supporting community projects and programs. Now therefore be it resolved that State Senator Bob Wirch and State Representative Peter Barca do hereby congratulate Tod Ohnstad as 2014 Labor Person of the Year and thank him for making a difference in the labor movement and in our community. Dated this first day of September 2014, signed Bob Wirch, State Senator, and Peter Barca, State Representative. Tod, congratulations on an award well earned. Thank you.
want to add a couple words as someone that has had the good fortune of being friends with Tod, I think for 30-some years, that watched him in his career, first fighting for the workers at UAW, and now his new capacity fighting for all workers throughout Wisconsin. He's been fighting tirelessly, working hard on behalf of Kenosha, and with considerable success. So I'm just so pleased and proud that he's been chosen and selected as Labor Person of the Year, and won't be long and he'll be Legislator of the Year because he's been just a tremendous asset. I don't know if he's fully filled those size 14 shoes at Steinbrück over there yet, but I'll tell you this, he's working very hard, he's working effectively, and picked up in that Kenosha tradition of making sure that we work hard to try and get our fair share for Kenosha and stand up for worker rights. So I just say, Tod, congratulations, and I know nothing would make Tod happier than the one thing, and that is on November 4th, that we have a turnout like we've never seen before in Kenosha County. So we elect this big guy behind me, John Lehman, and Mary Burke as Governor, Lieutenant Governor. So let's turn out the vote November 4th, and that'll be Tod's best President of the Year, right, Tod? Congratulations, Tod. Well-deserved honor.
How do you follow that, ladies and gentlemen? How do you follow that? My name is Ed Kubicki. I am the County Board Chairman, and on behalf of County Executive Jim Cruiser, the executive, and I would like to make an executive proclamation considering today Tod Ohnstad Day. I'm going to read this, but a lot of this stuff you've heard already, but I think it's worth repeating. Whereas Tod Ohnstad has exemplified himself as leader of organized labor and a leader in the labor community in service of Kenosha County throughout his life, and whereas in 1974 Tod began his career as an auto worker at AMC and as a member of UAW 72 and was first elected steward in 77 and served as an assistant chief steward, and whereas Tod was a member of UAW 72 executive board from 1984 until his retirement in 2004, and during his tenure on the board Tod has also served as chair of trustees for Local 72, and whereas Tod has served 3 consecutive terms as my alderman of the 6th District after being elected to the City Council in 2006, and he quickly became known amongst his constituency as someone who knew how to get things done, and I can verify that. And whereas 2012, Tod was elected to serve the residents of the 65th District in the State of Wisconsin Assembly. As the 65th District Representative, Tod continues to support legislation that keeps working families first, increases minimum wage to a livable rate, and supports projects that brings jobs to our community. And whereas Tod has been recognized by his peers for his dedication, achievements, and inspiration for being selected as the 2014 Labor Person of the Year, and now therefore we, Jim Cruiser, County Executive, and Edward Kubicki, Kenosha County Board Chairman, do hereby proclaim Labor Day, Monday, September 1st, 2014, as Tod Ohnstad Day. Congratulations, Tod. Let's keep the labor movement alive and well in the state of Wisconsin, County of Kenosha. Let's move forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Ed. And I've got basically the same script here, so I'm going to go off script, which sometimes is a little dangerous for me. But in this case, I really miss my former colleague here on the city council. Tod has always been a man of principle. He's been a man of his word. He's been a man of common sense. Tod was a guy who could get things done, and we miss his leadership on the city council, but we certainly are blessed to have him and his leadership in Madison. His record speaks for itself. 40 years of dedicated service to the community on all kinds of levels. He's just a great guy and a great friend, and I congratulate him on being selected Labor Person of the Year for 2014, and I wonder why it hadn't happened earlier, although I can tell there's plenty of people here who deservedly got this award. Finally, we're getting around to Tod Ohnstad, my friend Tod Ohnstad. Congratulations.
All
I'm John Lehman, State Senator from Western Kenosha and Racine counties. I just wanted to come over today and add my voice of congratulations to Tod as Labor Person of the Year. You know, when most new legislators come in, we kind of look at them and wonder if they're going to be effective. We never had those questions with Tod. So experienced at bringing people together and organizing that he has become a very strong voice for progressive issues in the state legislature, and immediately a very strong ally to all of us. It's just a pleasure to be here today to recognize Tod and to also recognize the work that Tod has been doing recently. All of those of you who are UAW retired, UAW saw the organizational work that Tod did recently to help my running mate, Mary Burke, have a wonderful 2 days in Kenosha. Know that Tod is taking all of his energy and he's marching forward as strong as he possibly can. Thank you, Tod Ohnstad.
Well, I guess that'd be my turn. Well, thanks to all my colleagues here on the stage with me today. Thanks to all my brothers and sisters in the crowd, all my friends, all my family. And I just got to say, thanks to the AFL-CIO for this truly humbling award. I'd also like to, before I forget it, thank my wife, Chris, over there in the corner. She not only serves as my treasurer of my campaign, but also is instrumental in every project that I do. A little bit, like reading a few books. Then I got elected to city council, and I really enjoyed that too. Then along came Scott Walker. And Scott Walker declared war on the working people of Wisconsin. All of a sudden, teachers, sanitation workers, bus drivers, all the people who basically keep the fabric of society together, declared war on them. And at that point, when they redistricted John Steinbrink out of the 65th Assembly District, I decided to join the fight in the Assembly because Peter Barker was raising one hell of a fuss up there. But I don't want to talk about myself, and I don't want to talk about Scott Walker. My mother once told me if you can't figure out something good to say about somebody, you really shouldn't say anything at all. But I do want to say a few words about a great gubernatorial candidate that we have. Mary Burke is just one great candidate. Mary Burke has declared that she will fight to turn back, to restore collective bargaining. Mary Burke has been front and center on the fight to raise the minimum wage to $10.10. And I just got to say that it is wrong. We're in this state, in this nation, that somebody can work 40 hours a week, 52 weeks a year, and still live in poverty. We are better than that. We can do better than that. And Mary Burke has said that it's time for Wisconsin to get its fair share of our federal dollars back from Washington, and that we should expand Badger Care and save the citizens, the taxpayers, hundreds of millions of dollars, and at the same time, actually give insurance benefits to tens of thousands of Wisconsin disadvantaged citizens. We can do better. Mary Burke believes in clean and fair government, transparent government. She does not believe in voter suppression and backroom deals. We can be better than what we've gotten used to. Mary Burke realizes the sanctity and the importance of a great clean environment to Wisconsin, something that I think that all of us have enjoyed for our lifetime. And she will not be willing to sell it out to the highest campaign contributor. Mary Burke realizes that we can do better than being 10th out of 10 states in the Midwest. She knows that we can do better than being 38th in job creation in this great nation. And Mary Burke also realizes what the criteria should be to bring a casino to Kenosha. Mary Burke realizes that it shouldn't be some new definition of consensus. And when I always looked at the dictionary, consensus was better than a majority. This governor has decided that it means every single tribe. Well, I'm here to tell you today that it's every single tribe but one. And the Potawatomi may never agree on the Kenosha Casino. But Mary Burke realizes what the standard should be is what is economically good for the state of Wisconsin and certainly for southeastern Wisconsin. And that is 3,500 family-sustaining jobs, full-time jobs, another approximately an estimate of 1,000 spin-off jobs, and immediately 1,000 construction jobs that would get everybody off the bench, get them working. And I gotta say, if Mary Burke had been governor, those people would be out there working right now, building a new Kenosha casino. So, to wrap it up, I just gotta say, thanks to everybody for coming. So many heartfelt thoughts right now of appreciation for all the people I used to work with, all the people that I've represented. And I gotta say, I'm gonna keep on trying, I'm gonna keep on working with Peter and Bob and the legislature. We're gonna do what we can to turn this around. But the only thing that we can really do in the immediate future is 65 days away. 65 days from right now, we have the opportunity to take our state back. We need to get our friends, our enemies, our neighbors, everybody that we know to the polling place. It is so unfortunate in the greatest democracy of the world that less than 15% of the people voted in this last election in the state, and this comes at a time when the Republican Party is trying to suppress the vote of the people. So we need to get out on November 4th. Nothing's more important. Thanks for coming today. I'm going to end this in a great Labor Day tradition. I'm going to go have a UAW brewed Miller Lite. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out. The day would not be possible without all of you out here supporting us to make it all possible. Thank you very much.